Hi, my name is Vasilis Papavasiliou, and I'm a lecturer at CTL Euro College, Limassol, Cyprus. I finished my PhD at the Hong Kong Polytechnic University, and I major in tourism and hospitality management. Some of the topics that I've already taught are Introduction to Hospitality, Tourism Principles and Practice, and last but not least, Food and Beverage Management. Without further ado, let's start with the module. Practices for raising environmental awareness of travelers in tour operators. Module aim: to understand the importance of sustainable tourism for tour operators. Aim number 2, tour operator environmental management practices for educating tourists. Aim number 3, Cyprus tour operator practices for raising environmental awareness of travelers. Tourism growth pre-COVID-19 pandemic saw a very sharp increase in international tourist arrivals per year by region. There has been tourism growth post-COVID-19 pandemic. According to the United Nations World Tourism Organization, international tourism saw a strong rebound in the first 5 months of 2022, with almost 250 million international arrivals being recorded versus 77 million arrivals from January till May 2021. This means that the sector has recovered almost 46% of pre-pandemic 2019 levels. Mr. Zurab, the United Nations World Tourism Organization's Secretary General, states, "The recovery of tourism has gathered pace in many parts of the world, weathering the challenges standing in its way." Currently, the tourism experts are cautiously confident for the future of tourism. Many experts do express the concern that we need to rethink tourism. Where is it going? But more importantly, how it impacts the people and the planet. Researchers argue that tourism growth has led to an increase in the negative environmental and social impacts. More specifically, tourism creates resource consumption, pollution, and the generation of wastes. The Economist Intelligence argues that tourism now accounts for between 5% and 8% of global greenhouse gas emissions. Apparently, climate change has already started to have an impact on key tourism destinations. More specifically, ski resorts are lacking snow, and summer resorts are affected by droughts and wildfires. The Association of British Travel Agents pinpointed 2023 as the key date for its sustainable tourism drive. This aimed to protect the environment and develop sustainable transport. According to a recent survey by the European Investment Bank, it has been pinpointed that travelers are becoming more eco-conscious. In particular, 27% of the Americans state that they avoid flying because of environmental concerns. Having said this, the percentage for the Chinese people is 46% and 27% for Europeans. Some of those travelers still want to travel, but will be prepared to pay higher prices for more eco-friendly options. They are also prepared to pay higher prices for carbon offsetting efforts. In 2021, the share of the European Investment Bank investments that went to climate action and environmental sustainability projects rose to 27.6 billion. This means that they are focusing even more so on environmental sustainability actions, but also financing. More than ever, the tour operators are acting as influencers within the tourism industry because they are the intermediaries between tourists and tourism service providers. More specifically, the tour operators do influence the choices of consumers, the practices of suppliers, the development patterns of destinations. According to research findings, tour operators are in part responsible for negative impacts of tourism. This is due to the fact that they determine where many tourists go and which facilities they use. They also act in some ways as a catalyst, bringing together other tourism sectors together. Tour operators are important in environmental sustainability. They can make an important contribution to furthering the goals of sustainable tourism development, protecting the environment, and cultural resources on which the tourism industry depends for its survival and growth. In Cyprus, a number of tour operators support environmentally friendly businesses. For example, they recommend and partner up with environmentally friendly hotels. For example, a number of tour operators recommend environmentally friendly hotels in their tour packages. More specifically, for example, a number of tour operators recommend Amathus Hotel in Limassol due to the fact that it complies with relevant environmental legislation, seeks to conserve natural resources through the responsible use of energy, water, and materials. More specifically, a number of tour operators in Cyprus collaborate with environmentally certified hotels. All of these hotels collaborate with the Cyprus Sustainable Tourism Initiative. They have awards and certifications such as the Sustainability Award and the Travel Life Sustainability in Tourism. A number of tour operators in Cyprus are part of environmental initiatives, organizations, and foundations. Doing so, they advertise and communicate their commitment to environmentally friendly aims and practices by joining and following specific regulations and programs drawn by certified and recognized organizations. One example is the Cyprus Sustainable Tourism Initiative. Its aim is to harness tourism demand with the supply of tourism resources so as to develop a sustainable approach to tourism in Cyprus. This approach provides a clear economic benefit to villages marginalized by mass tourism while minimizing adverse socioeconomic and environmental impact. More specifically, the Cyprus Sustainable Tourism Initiative focuses on sustainable prevention, conservation, and protection of the environment and the practical use of natural resources. The reduction of the impact of the carbon footprint as a result of all the initiatives related to tourism. The improvement of the conditions of life in socially and economically disadvantaged communities due to tourism, the promotion of sustainable means of achieving economic growth and regeneration, and of course, research and education. For example, Thomas Cook in Cyprus, as a tour operator, participated in a program called Water, Energy and Waste in collaboration with the Cyprus Sustainable Tourism Initiative. In 2010, they worked to reduce plastic consumption with 21 hotels in Paphos and Agia Napa in 2011 summer season in Cyprus. 50% of the travelers said that the plastic reduction initiative had a positive impact on their holiday. Over half of the customers responding to this survey felt more positive towards Thomas Cook. Thomas Cook personnel received praise and recognition for their participation and involvement in the Water, Energy and Waste program in Cyprus. A number of tour operators are also part of the initiative and organization called the Travel Foundation. Its aim is to bring tourism businesses, visitors and residents together and reduce consumption of single-use plastic. Specifically, they give residents a stronger voice in tourism planning and management. They inform tourists about issues related with tourism activities, but more importantly, they build awareness of the cost of tourism to local communities. The TUI Care Foundation has partnered up with the Travel Foundation. TUI customer donations are collected on behalf of TUI Care Foundation and used to support partnerships that drive the sustainable development of tourism. For example, TUI has participated in a program called Keep Our Sand and Sea Plastic Free in Cyprus. They work with the tourism sector to reduce demand and consumption of single-use plastics, such as straws, cups, cutlery, and hotel toiletries in Cyprus. They raise awareness of the issue with residents, school children, and tourists in order to reduce demand and work with tourism businesses to change practices. The project will be initiated in Agia Napa Protaras in Cyprus and the wider Famagusta region. The Minister of Transport, Communication and Works in Cyprus, Mr. Yannis Karoussos, has praised TUI for participating in the program Keep Our Sand and Sea Plastic Free. Tour operators participate and support environmental initiatives set out by the Cyprus Deputy Ministry of Tourism. They inform their clients about these environmental initiatives. The tour operators are also featured on the Cyprus Deputy Ministry of Tourism events and promotional activities. The Deputy Ministry of Tourism in Cyprus is building a framework of mandatory minimum standards for sustainability. The tour operators declare that they welcome the introduction of minimum standards for sustainability into quality criteria for the hotel industry in Cyprus. Doing so, they incorporate these minimum standards as a mandatory requirement, which is a first for the destination, and it's certainly putting Cyprus on the map as a destination taking sustainability seriously. The tour operators that participate in environmentally friendly initiatives and programs provide informative brochures about their commitment to environmental protection. Such examples are Make Hotels Greener, Cyprus Sustainability, Eco-Friendly Modes of Transport. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to complete the final test and to post your comments on the forum.